forcers out of this Wild West shootout. 15-6, the Rustlers have the lead. Mark D'Amato's been tied up with all of this union business. Maybe it's affecting him on the track tonight. And there is Kenneth Logue, the general manager of the league, coming in, flanked by security man Broadway Danny Wolf down there on the infield as Logue comes in. And Broadway, you have Kenneth Logue with you right now.
What? You're not supposed to be here. When did you resurface? I was looking for you the whole first half. Where were you hiding, Logue? This is none of your business, Daniel. I'm here this evening to clear up a misperception about who exactly is in charge of the World Skating League. In spite of what Mark D'Amato has been telling everybody, and in spite of his personal threats against me, Mark D'Amato is in charge of nothing except his silly little union, which will never accomplish anything except to make him richer from the money he steals from the union pension fund. This is still my league, it's my game, and I am the man. You stay away from me, you sociopathic freak! What? This is my game, and I have a restraining order here keeping you away from me while I accomplish the rest of my mission, which is to clean the filth out of this league from top to bottom. And while I'm here, I want Mr. D'Amato to hear from the fans about how we feel about this game. I want him to hear that we don't want any part of his kind of roller jam anymore. We don't want any more of the senseless violence and the fights and the bloodshed and the mayhem. And we really don't want any more of the sex, do we? Yes, we do. We don't want any more of the half-naked ladies skating around on this track. We don't want any more of the slutty behavior, do we? Do we? Is that what you want? Sounds like they do. Is that what you really want? Well, then I pity all of you. And I'm not even talking to the rest of you anymore. I'm talking to the fans at home watching on television. I want you to write me at the league office in Knoxville or over the internet at rollerjam.com and you tell D'Amato what America thinks about this game. Good night. I think we've heard enough. What are you handing him? I think we've heard enough out of Ken. What are you ripping it up, D'Amato? I think we've heard enough out of Kenneth Logue. Back to you, Rory and Hawk.
All right, thank you, Broadway. Wow, what an appearance by Kenneth Logue III, the general manager of the league. He's had about enough, I guess, of Mark D'Amato and what he called slutty behavior on the track. He'd like to eliminate that.
Well, I don't know what this guy's thinking. With this show is what it is because the fans love. You heard him. He said, "Do you want this kind of stuff?" They said, "Absolutely." I don't know where Logue is going. I don't know what the heck he had in D'Amato, but he's left the building, and I don't know how much longer that Commissioner Jerry Seltzer is going to allow this guy to affect the league. Because I think, as most people do, it's a negative.
It may have been and probably was a restraining order to keep D'Amato away from Logue since D'Amato's already decked him once. However, right now, D'Amato's team is getting decked in this Wild West shootout.
And this is a mugging right here. Mark D'Amato, usually he's the one that I guess is responsible, more proactive in the involvement of punishment. But Tim Washington, Mark D'Amato, his chief force came prepared. I mean, it was like boom, 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 one after the other. And Mark D'Amato in an unaccustomed position. But Karen Magnuson, if the men were a down spot for the New York fans, the women were the high spot, Rory.
That's no way to treat a roller derby queen, which Lindsey Francis would like to be. With more on that, let's go to Julie Lynch.
Thanks, guys. Kenneth Logue III has been determined to make the WSL more like the roller derby of the past. Though much of roller jam is based on this sport of the golden era, some of the traditions have gone by the wayside. That's why Mr. Logue has resurrected the roller derby queen competition.
We're going to be reintroducing, a great old roller derby tradition, which is the roller derby queen.
5 finalists have been elected for a shot at becoming Roller Jam's first roller derby queen. Quake jammer Amy Craig's speed is second to none, but her skating isn't her only exhilarating attribute. Sundog Denise Loden is the best all-around woman skater, and she's got spunk.
I have looks and intelligence. All they have are fake features and low IQs.
Former model Suzanne Chalene has a look that struck a chord with the voters. Then there's the gorgeous golden girl Lindsey Francis, who in Texas has exploded into a star. Already voted as one of the sexiest women on TV, Quake's Stacey Blitch is always confident in her abilities.
I will be roller jam queen, not roller derby queen, roller jam queen. It's my vision and my dream.
There's only one crown. Maybe they should just fight for it.
Thanks a lot, Julie, and would you call them D'Amato supporters? I don't know about that. Well, we're going into the second half, the third quarter about to get started. Lindsey Francis and the Texas Rustlers. Maybe she will be roller derby queen. Karen Magnuson, though, is trying to deny her victory tonight. We'll see what happens. Stay with us, period 3 coming up.